I'm a Wriggly Rhymes book. Listen out for a Wriggly fact at the end of the story. Cuthbert's missing smile. Cuthbert the clown was missing his smile. It should have been here, as wide as a mile. Everyone worried and wanted to help, and lots of them gathered around. A meeting was called, and a motion agreed. It was gone, and would have to be found. Why was it missing? They hadn't a clue. They thought and they thought, but nobody knew. It should have been here, in place, on his face. So they checked it again and again, just in case. They looked on his tummy. They looked up his nose. They looked in his socks, but found nothing but toes. Someone suggested they split into pairs, some in the garden and some up the stairs. But nobody found what they wanted, a smile. It should have been here, as wide as a mile. Everyone busied and bustled about and burrowed through boxes and bins. There were pieces of this and portions of that and lots of unsavoury things. One found a toffee, one found some ants, one found a sock and a vest and some pants. They rummaged in cupboards, they looked under beds, they hunted in hedges, in bushes and sheds. Some were together and some were alone. Some used a compass and apps on their phone. But nobody found what they wanted, a smile. It should have been here, as wide as a mile. Jugglers were juggling and jumping around, but Cuthbert was grumpy and sad. There wasn't a giggle, a chortle or grin, not a chuckle or laugh to be had. Some were concerned and were anxious to please. One looped the loop on a flying trapeze. Someone threw buckets of water and flour and jiggled and juggled for hour after hour. But nothing they did brought a smile to his face. There was nothing to see, not a thing, not a trace. Everyone fretted that something was wrong. Where could a smile that was missing have gone? They thought a few thoughts for a moment or two. There was pacing and tutting and sighs, before somebody shouted, "His smile isn't lost! It's there on his face in disguise!" Everyone pointed at Cuthbert the clown. Somebody painted his smile upside down. So, one found a bucket, one found a hose, one found a sponge, a soap and some clothes. They busied and scrubbed, they stood and they sat. They found lots of this and they coloured with that. And everyone found what they wanted, a smile, painted for Cuthbert as wide as a mile. It wasn't down here in boxes and bins. It wasn't out there with unsavoury things. It wasn't in cupboards or under the beds. It wasn't in hedges or bushes or sheds. His smile wasn't there on his tummy or nose. It wasn't down there in his socks with his toes. His smile wasn't lost, but they checked just in case. It was there all the time, upside down on his face. A Wriggly fact. Did you know the word clown comes from the word clot or clod, which came to mean clumsy fellow? And guess what? Clowns try to avoid using blue face paint because they think it brings bad luck. Who knew? Would you like to hear a song about Cuthbert's missing smile? You can sing along to cheer Cuthbert up and help him make his smile as wide as a mile.